About a boy who wakes up in a cave. He finds a mysterious note and a gun. He then journeys through various environments, woods, fields, rivers. Eventually, he winds up at a small cabin, where it turns out this has all been a product of his subconscious, brought upon by a traumatic childhood memory. He killed a guy who had murdered his father. Damn. In the real world, he's been drooling in a loony bin this whole time. Get it? The twist is sort of gimmicky, but I think it works. Could you storyboard it for me? If you're interested, I'll send you the details right away. Frankly, I think you should take this job. It pays well, and it would take your mind off of it. Well, everything else. Please, let me know as soon as possible. Thomas Caldwell. That's true as well. No telegram, no phones mentioned, very old globes. I'm not sure if I've seen phones on counters either. But the whole idea of the notes being using notes to write to each other is because one of them locks themselves away, and the only way to contact them is leaving notes around to places where that person will go to read them. Will go and find them. So the notes aren't something as a last resort. It's because they're having marital issues. They're leaving notes. It's the only way that one of them is talking to the other. I think it was the wife was saying using these notes to talk to each other is ridiculous. We need to talk in person. Well, there's a wall behind me. And now there's no door. And there are all four walls. And now there's that wall open. And this door's back. Huh. What timing? That is a very creepy shadow. Yeah. I was okay with that doll hanging, but that shadow? It's a bit of a... not the greatest way to have a doll hanging, but at least it is only a doll. But that shadow is creepy. Okay. Huh. Ninth, don't forget. Oh, June, don't forget. So what I get with that doll, the shadow, at some points, the shadow was correct. Other points, I think the shadow was going through the wall. so wasn't displaying on the wall properly. And that's what made it creepy. You could have just opened instead of destroying the door. That would have been a perfect time for Free to pop in with the door bursting off its hinges. That's his thing. Destroying doors to enter chats. September 15th. More notes today, even worse than before. The sad part is I ignore with every word. I agree with every word. We're back in this four-way hall. Well, we're not going that way. We can't read that. Nothing else there. Push load hard the door, yeah. Basically. It's a bit like my friend Razzie in Phasmophobia. He's worked out a way to break the doors off their hinges. They don't blow off the hinges like that, but they kind of bend off the hinges. So I've got two ways I can go. That way or that way. Let's go this way. I'm here. Cretins, blind fools, ingrates, simple, blind fools, ingrates. It's not a part of the game. They found a way to glitch the game to do it. I can't see anything on the windows, but this way you can see something's written there. I can't read it. And this picture is kind of creepy.
Ugly. Ugly? You ordered a true portrait, so that's what I painted, you fucking pleb. Maybe I need to kick some artistic sense into your stupid face!
Wow. You ordered a true portrait, so that's what I gave you. That is not a true portrait. What the? I didn't hear that word. I don't even really know what that means, so. But yeah, I didn't hear him say that. It's downstairs. I can't go that way. That looks like a creepy place. Just a single wall with a doorway into an area with a heap of dead trees. Doesn't look like I can do anything in here except turn that light on. Yeah, I don't know. All I heard was this kind of gives me a phone ringing sound, but it's not. Yeah, all I got from the little chat with that picture was that he was hired to paint a portrait. The person who hired him to paint it wasn't happy with the result, and he yelled at them saying, "You ordered a portrait, a lifelike portrait. That's what I gave you." And I was looking at it and think, that's definitely not lifelike. Dear sir, if I am to be honest, I can't say your letter was unexpected. Numerous colleagues have informed me that you had previously sought their advice in this matter, and while it is perfectly understandable for a patient to demand a second opinion, I would think 16 concurring opinions would be enough. Still, out of respect for you and your wife, I have examined the case thoroughly, and I have to concur with my colleagues. Involuntary muscle spasms are not uncommon with patients who have suffered burns as severe as your wife did. What you refer to as freakish grin or an unnerving yelp, though many would find such expressions hurtful, could indeed be manifestations of nerve damage. The other symptoms you mentioned do not seem to be psychological, but rather pure psychological in nature. Traumatic events can lead to severe stress, and that is nothing to be ashamed of. As to your demand that we fix your wife, you have to understand that what she went through cannot be undone with one simple procedure. It is a long, arduous process that will require all of your strength and support. Please feel free to contact me or my colleagues should you wish to discuss a long-term rehabilitation program. Sincerely, Robert Richards, MD. That's it. It is a phone ringing backwards, isn't it? The sound of a phone ring backwards. Oh, your mum's a bit like that? My dad is a bit like that too. If he believes something, it's right. No matter what other people say, he has to be right. Yeah. I do have a friend that has very bad burns as well, and she handles it very well. Well, that's a very old-fashioned phone. Maybe it is an old place. I couldn't interact with it. That's the same note. Yeah, that is the exact same note. Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking that it definitely sounded like a phone ringing, but it also didn't sound like a phone ringing at the same time. And now you mention it's backwards, I can definitely hear it. It is a phone ringing, but the sound is backwards. I'm just going around in circles, and the same thing is happening every time. Come up, phone. What if I go backwards? Well.
Yes, speakers.
That may be the answer, because now the phone is ringing correctly. And I heard the voice correct. Had the same idea. And it's the same note. Just trying to look for the 16. Yep, there it is. Yep, same note.
Yes, speakers.
How'd we get down? And the phone broke. How's it still ringing? Oh, it stopped ringing now. $16. Yep, same note again. Yeah, maybe go back up now. But this is different. I think that's just wine. It looks like a heap of wine bottles. Stop flickering, light. Restless memories. Something didn't want me to go in there. And that doesn't look too pleasant. Well, the light, turning the light on, fix it. Flapping horror, be quiet. Eating other rats. Constantly flapping. Ads again. The door still looks like it's got things on it. Yeah, Twitch doesn't know too much about targeted advertising, which I am glad of. They must not want me looking outside. Okay. Okay. There was a shadow of someone coming through the window onto the wall. Every time I got close to it, it would kick me back the way I came a bit. Until I got close enough that it disappeared. And got the elevator again. I don't know what the shadow... Oh, hiccup. I don't know what the shadow was. It was just of a person. In any case, as your lawyer, I advise you to refrain from any imprudent actions. In other words, don't do anything stupid. We still have a chance of winning this. Believe it or not, I've gotten clients out of deeper stuff than this. Just don't make it any worse. Lay low for a while and let me appeal the court order. This social worker definitely has it in for you. We can use that to our advantage. Portray you as a victim of the system, a husband in mourning, a momentary lapse of reason, an overzealous bureaucrat. Trust me, this is our best option. Considering what you've been through lately, I'd say we have a good 50-50 chance of a good outcome. But not if you keep trying to convince everyone that you've gone completely insane. No more outbursts, no more rambling. Better yet, no public appearances whatsoever. You can still get your dough. Yeah, I don't know. I randomly get a hiccup here and there from nowhere, and it's only one random one every now and then. Well, this room is completely empty, and it's not changing on me. Oh, this one looks very creepy. Looks like the catacombs under a church or something. There's a door. In the settings, it said there was a button for a flashlight. I'm pushing F and there's no light source. Why can't I turn the blood off again? There we go. As I'm saying it, I can. I think that's the side I was before. Maybe. I haven't come across one yet though. And controls, keyboard mapping, flashlight F. I've been pushing F and nothing. Oh! Silent floaters. They clog the drains. Fur in the water. No baths for me. That was whatever this is. Oh, the toilet. What's happened with that cabinet? For a second there I was thinking the tap didn't work. There's no drain in there. Oh. That's something I'm not sure I want. I can see on the spot there, I can see a light flicking on and off. Ah. There we go. It's the first time I've looked for that lock. I wonder how many doors I've gone past because I didn't notice this lock. Isn't this where the bathroom was? Just here? Or around there? Don't see why that would have changed. That one actually has no lock. I'm not seeing anything in these side rooms anyway, so hopefully I haven't missed anything by missing those. Oh, here's something. Body borrowers feeding on me. Driving me insane, too fast to cut out. Ugh. I do feel like it's a good idea to have the light switch on the outside so you're not having to open the door, put your hand into the dark room to turn the light on in the dark room. Having it on the outside, you're going to be in a room that is completely lit up, see the light switch, turn it on, and then open the door and there's light already. Well, there's a brick wall. There's a brick wall. There's a brick wall. What about the way I came again? It's definitely changed. They could, but ugh. I don't like this. Stairway down. Some of them do have the light on the inside still. You can always have two light switches for the same light.